back YouTube, Tutu UK, channel update, bit of a chat, see what tat I bought, more shit to sit on this shelf and gather dust, and some Blackpool chat at the end. Bit of a, I think what was it, roll call for Blackpool. Hope we're all well anyway. Getting a bit colder now, weather's turned somewhat. Not too bad in here though. It's not Tales of the Chiller just yet. Although the fan has gone and the heater is in its place, because in the mornings it start nipping at you a little bit. So I've got some pretty awesome pickups, I must admit, chipping away at that Mega Drive set. And bar one, it is all Mega Drive. So if you don't like Mega Drive, you don't like Sega, don't skip to the end and probably see a bit about Blackpool, maybe. But first off, not Mega Drive, but it is still Sega, although Microsoft. God, how long have I had this? A couple of weeks now. It's been a couple of weeks since I made a vid. I'll come to the reasons probably why. Although it's not the reasons you think. But I say at the end I'll do like a bit of a, I don't know, a couple of minutes waffle, probably be longer than that, know me. Anyway, I've had this a couple of weeks, bit of a palaver with this. I won this from Ben Shemuso, and it is Shenmue 1 and 2 on the Xbox One. Now, people are going to say, but Stu, you haven't got an Xbox One. No, I don't. And I literally just sort of said to him, look, just stick me in one that's not there. So I've got a plan for this, depending on what happens with the channel, just in terms of like a giveaway type thing, because I did want to pass it on to someone who's actually got an Xbox One, to be honest. I could take it to CEX and get a bit of credit. I think that's a bit of a kick in the balls though to Ben, to be honest. I didn't really even expect to win it. I think even Ben was amazed at that, and that was probably the funniest prize draw, I think that's probably the right word, ever done. It's Shenmue darts, and it's just hilarious. But yeah, it took us a couple of weeks to get this from Sega. They completely cocked it up because they didn't pay any postage. So this has cost me all of £2, the robbing bastard. Sega owed me £2. But no, thanks to Ben for that. I say ideally, you know, I would have wanted the PS4 version, and that may have sort of may have encouraged me to buy PS4 again. But I think that ship sailed a little bit now. I'm quite comfortable with what I've got. So yeah, I mean, some people might be a bit pissed off. Why did you put your name in the hat when you haven't even got an Xbox One? Well, everyone does it, don't they? You know, I'm pretty sure. You know, depending on what I do with this, you know, if I do get to a certain number in subs and I decide to do a giveaway and someone wins this and they haven't got an Xbox One, they'll probably flog it as well. It's just the way of the world and the people. That's just how it is. But we'll see. I might, you know, push comes to shove, and you know, I don't really want to hand it into CEX, to be honest. But there's always stuff on there that I'm after. But yeah, so thanks to Ben, and less thanks to Sega for not fucking franking the envelope properly. Okay, so all Mega Drive now, guys, bar one, but that's in the CEX section. Right, so let's do it. So the eBay shop and Facebook, a bit of a mixture here in terms of where these have been sourced from. Now, I think therefore I am. I think on less than 50 games, pretty sure I am. I've got one coming in the post. I thought it might be here today, so I held out a little bit. What time is it? It's 20 past 1, but the post has already been, so that won't come till Monday now. But that'll be for the next video anyway. I'm pretty sure I'm sub 50 games. Now, I keep reiterating it. It is just UK PAL. So this is just the games that you could walk into a store in the UK back in the day and buy the games. Pretty much similar to what I did with the N64. So yeah, that excludes the Aussie exclusive, and obviously it doesn't count Lakers versus Celtics, because no matter what anybody says, other than those that have got a copy, and the other hundreds of thousands of people haven't, you couldn't buy it in the shop. It got released. It left the warehouse as, like, you know, not demo copies, but review copies and stuff. I think it's 191. I think that was a figure that was on a spreadsheet somewhere. But that's not a release, is it? That's not going out to places like HMV back in the day and Virgin Megastores, is it? Let's be honest. So, yeah, I don't class it as a proper store release. So they're the sort of boundaries that I set myself in terms of the Mega Drive collection. So yeah, there's still some massive hitters on there. I'm chipping away, getting some of the slightly higher tier games now. Maybe one of them is in here, I suppose. But yeah, some of these ones you have to source from everywhere now, and you just take the deals when they appear. So yeah, I'm definitely sub 50 because I've bought one last night, and I bought one from eBay that hasn't arrived yet. And there was two that I don't get what's going on with Retro Collect. I know it's not the perfect database, and people will moan about it, but it's free and it does the job. But it does report on figures really strange. So there's two games, and I think I might have mentioned these before. There's two games. I saw these games on CGN Retro, Chris's video. He showed his Mega Drive collection, and he showed these two games, and I was like, I know I haven't got them, but I also know they're not on the list. But when I went and checked Retro Collect just for those names, they appear as a Mega Drive release. So they're two weird anomalies. I think there might have been three. Oh, it was Mega Game 6 Volume 3, wasn't it? That was a similar thing. It's in the database, it's against the library, but when I search against missing games, it doesn't reflect that I haven't got it. So it's really, really strange. But I say, once I've used all the resources available, so mainly CEX, to try and fund the bulk of this collection, what I'll do, I'll go over and just refine it a little bit, just to double check, because I mean, to be honest, I think I bought Zombies from CEX, and when I went to put it on the shelf, I'd already fucking got the game. So yeah, I probably really should do a stock check, and again, there was a post on Facebook, people sort of showed the Retro Collect, the stats, and I've got hardly any of my PlayStation games in there. I've got hardly any of the SNES games in there, hardly any of the NES games in there. I really should catalogue them, so I fucking know what I've got. Right, that being said, what have we bought? What have we got to do? Probably go least exciting. This is one of them sports titles. This is from a local indie shop. Got it for a great price, 10 quid. I think they had it up for 12 or so, which I think's about the going rate, give or take, ish. But I sort of said, do a tenner, and they're like, yeah, fine. So for a tenner, and it's a great condition, great price. But this is one of them weird sports titles that, when you look at it, you think, oh, it's going to be a couple of quid. They're not, and I've said this before. There's very few of them left now on the Mega Drive. Other than maybe FIFA Soccer, you could probably get for a couple of quid. Most of them aren't pound games. Anyway, the one is, and it's quite a sort of obscure title. You don't really hear much about it. It's Champions World Class Soccer. It looks like a cross between Football Champ and International Superstar Soccer on the SNES. I don't know if you can see. I can't see what you can see, but yeah, Flying Edge. It's there. It's all there. Now this must be the fucking shittiest manual ever. It's 4 pages. There's literally nothing to it. That's it. It's two bits of paper. Because I said to the lads, oh, the inside fell out. They're like, no. Do you know what? It's because it's not even in English. It's not even in English. Oh, fuck it. It is instructions though. I didn't think that was weird. It's just like, what the frick? Because then what you get here is the actual English ones on a printout. I know they did these with a lot of the end games. Got one because like it's all on a sheet of A4, A2 even. It's just weird. What game was it? one of the superhero ones. X-Men versus Arcade or something. But yeah, I mean, it just makes you laugh when it says instruction manual and then there's no English. It's all in French or whatever the fuck it is. But yeah, say tenner, 15 quid maybe on a bike now. I think auction. Because I looked at it, because I looked at it one week, and I said it was 12 quid, and I can't remember. I think it was a week before payday, so I was a little bit like, hopefully no one will buy it. Went home, checked the prices, and say it's one of them ones that can fluctuate on any given day. And I went back in a week later, it'd been paid, and I thought I'll try tenner, and they said yes. I thought fuck it, let's have it. So it did. Right. This is rattling. Oh, for fuck's sake, where's that come from? Oh, it's not too bad. Postal. Yeah, can you hear it? Ah, oh, dear God. If I'd known that. Anyway, where was I? After being... It's not a deal breaker, I'll show you in a minute. This is one of the games that doesn't appear on the list. I've seen it in Chris's video and thought, definitely haven't got that, it's not on the list. But as you do, I added it. There's another one, Sega Sports 1. So I added them to my list manually. And obviously every so often check on eBay. Sega Sports 1's about £25 game, not cheap. This one here is a weird one. There was one on there, and someone wanted to buy it now at 20 quid. And I was umming and ahhing. I sat on the fence. I thought, fucking hell, I don't know what. There's other things I want to get. And then, but this one here, especially in Germany, I know it is about the fucking Germans. They go absolutely stupid with the prices, 140 quid and stuff like that. And then I say one day did the check again, and I think it was on auction. Listed with a couple of games. The seller was not like a game seller or anything. Actually had like clothes and shit like that. And it is a bid. I don't think there's no bids on it at all. It was missing one bit of it, which may or may not have hindered it. I don't know. But I sent a message saying, "Look, I'm really interested in this. Have you got a price in mind?" She said, "Well, to be honest, it's a moving house, which is why I've cleared everything out. I found these games, so I want a shot of them." She said, "What would you offer?" And I sort of said 10 quid. And I think it's like £2.50 postage. £12.50 for this is not bad. Managed to piece it together, and it's in great condition now. Less that little bit that's fell out, and it is double hits. So it's Micro Machines and Psycho Pinball. So both Codemasters releases. So this just wasn't on. It wasn't on my retro collect list, but I've seen it on Chris's video. And what was rattling was just the top. There, it's cracked off the top there. Look, see it. It's not a deal breaker. It still holds it in, so I'm not overly fussed. But what really pissed me off is, so what it was missing, as you can see, it comes obviously it's Micro Machines and Psycho Pinball. It didn't have the Micro Machines manual. It just had Psycho Pinball. It's got the mail away. Right. So, question for those that might have this, because I don't really know. I've basically sourced the Micro Machines manual separately, but it is a lot thicker than Psycho Pinball. I could dig out Psycho Pinball and check the manual. I wouldn't have thought they would have created a separate manual for this game. I think it's just a Psycho Pinball manual, and it's just stuck it in. But yeah, so I sourced the Micro Machines manual. They're not expensive. Lobbed it in there, and away we go. So that's a nice fucking copy now, that is. Less a little chip on the top there, which if I really wanted to I could source a replacement case, but these Codemasters cases are a little bit like the EA ones. They do tend to, it's hard to get a decent one, and the outside and everything else is fine on this. So yeah, tricky one off the list. One that I say wasn't even on the fucking radar, but weirdly enough, when I've added that in to my own list, the figure hasn't altered. So it's really strange. It's almost like it's masking out a couple of the games. Does make me wonder if there's more that I'm missing, but I can only go by what's on the list. You know, at one point, you know, when I get it to like less than 10 or so, or maybe even 20, I probably should just pull them all off the fucking shelf. Just get a list of all the games and just go off and just, you know, double check and tick them all off. That's what I'm gonna have to do anyway. And yeah, that way then I can sort of see which ones I'm missing manuals for, which ones might need a case upgrade and shit. I did that with the Mega Drive, with the Master System, and the GameCube, and the N64. It's just the way I do stuff. I know there's certain people that want everything mint, they want it all complete, and I get that, but I think that way you end up getting frustrated at yourself maybe a little bit, because you know, it's not all the time that these things come up at the right price, in the right condition. Whereas like with double hits, I've managed to piece that together for like 15 quid. I think Micro Machines manually cost me a couple of quid. You know, and there's people they're asking 20 quid for it, they're asking 25. That's if you can even find one. So, yeah, it works out for me. It works for me, basically, is what I'm saying. Right. This one was a purchase from Facebook. I forget the guy's name now. John. It's not John Houghton. I thought it was John Houghton. He's the NES collector. Yeah, one of the NES collectors. It's John. Oh, fucking hell. I'll put his name in the description. Description down below. I've seen him about before on a couple of the groups. He had a couple of Mega Drive games that he was selling. Can't remember if there's anything else. If there was, I wasn't really looking at it. He had this one up there. Fucking hell, what's the price? Something like 40 quid posted, which is an absolute brilliant price, I must admit. All complete, in, you know, nice condition. Took me a little bit longer to post, to get it to me, than I probably thought. But it's one of them, you know, people's lives get busy lives and stuff like that. So I had to do a little bit of chasing, which is not a bad thing. I just wanted to make sure it was on its way. So I get, like I say, this is like the 40. I mean, 40 quid's an absolute bargain for this. It's usually 50, 55-ish. I've seen it on CEX once or twice in the past. Not seen it since. So CEX do carry it, but it's just if you get lucky enough to drop on it. This is on. Oh, is it on the Saturn? I can't remember now. No, it's not, because that's something else. That's Warriors. Anyway, it is Skeleton Crew. So isometric. I haven't played it at all. I haven't really played it. No, that's a fucking lie, Stu. You haven't played it at all. You lying cunt. Sorry. Close your ears. But yeah, you know, you're all thinking that anyway. Saying great condition. It's Blue Spine. Blue Spine from a Man Scott brand. Sega Zombie. Moving house. Selling up. He's selling all his shit, Scott. No, I'm guessing he's just thinning it all out. Sometimes when you move and stuff, it's probably the best time to do that, because you can really analyse what you've got and what. I'm guessing wherever he's moving, he wants to refine the room, the wall, Sega wall. But yeah, in great condition, and for the price, there are people behind me in the chat, sort of, you know. Because it's a fantastic price for that. It reminds me very much of Space Crusade, Hero Quest, 3D isometric. I've got a feeling this is on the Saturn, you know, but it's Skeleton Warriors. I can't remember. It's by Core. Anyway, you can see what I mean. See what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, hang tab. What I do like about the Blue Spines is you can click them in if they stay in. Yeah, it stays in. Quite nice. So I say, chipping away. There's still some low hanging fruit, fucking office jargon bullshit that we use. I'm hoping to have secured, I don't know, maybe about 9-10 games off Craig. Craig's here again at some point. That may. I'm going to chat at the end about that. You know, we'll see what happens in terms of Blackpool. If not, it'll be towards December at Doncaster. So what else was I going to say? But yeah, in terms of what's left, Yeah, still some massively expensive titles for sure. For sure, you know, Alien Soldier, ouch. Parts of Dark Water, they're both on CEX at the minute. I know the Parts of Dark Water ain't a great copy because the chap who traded it in put it on the Facebook groups. Alien Soldier can be hit and miss. I've seen nice copies, I've seen absolute shite copies. I'll see, you know, no rush here, guys. If I can accumulate enough CEX credit, I'll take a punt on some of them. If not, we can sit fast, sit tight, and wait and see if a deal turns up. Talking of deals, now, I am missing one. Is it one game? Two games from this sort of mini set. The other one can get quite expensive. I missed out on an auction for that one, and it's from I think it's from the States. Went for dirt cheap in really nice condition as well. This is from the States. I paid 42 quid, I think, for this. There was one that came up yesterday or the day before. Big Mike messaged me because he knew I was looking for one. It may still be that, I don't know. It was £35. If I hadn't bought this, I probably would have bought that. I think this one's just slightly better condition, just slightly. But it's all swings and roundabouts at the end of the day. I had this loose cart, so my cartridge is in this. Trying to flog on my other loose cart just to reckon, you know, to recoup back some of the costs from this, so it, you know, chops the cost in half hopefully. But it is the mighty Turrican. Let's get out the creepy plastic bag. Yeah, so this has come all the way from the United States, California. Had a couple of stickers on, managed to get them off. There's one at the side there which proved a little bit more stubborn, but it's not a deal breaker. The only downside is someone scrubbed the barcode off. I could try and get that off the marker, but it'd probably just bleed into the thing. And to be honest, when it's stuff like barcodes and that, I'm not at first, as long as it's not scrawled across the actual the body of the actual artwork. Barcodes, yeah. So there's no popping, none of the corners are popped. There you go, look, none of the corners are popped, which usually happens on these. Really nice. I mean, the manual's got an honest bit of thumbage, fold here and there, but inside the actual inlay isn't ripped, because they're usually tear and split. So this is my cartridge. That is my cart. So the cart that came with it, it looked like the glue had come through a little bit as well, so it's darker in colour. So the only problem with mine is it's got a little bit of rub just there, but it swings and roundabouts between the two, and I thought that looks the colours pop more on that. It's not as dark, so I'll just say stuck my copy in there. But yeah, the only other one that I need that I haven't got any plans, you know, to get at the minute is Onslaught. So I've got, hopefully Craig's got me warp speed. So that's the other one, and that should be all the ballistics accolade cardboard boxes then. But yeah, great game, well deserving of its price, to be honest. You know, you're probably looking at, say, on a good day you can get it for £35 if it's still on the eBay now, box complete. 50, 60 quid, a lot of people are asking for that, and you know, the box is just, the condition varies. It's you know, really a bit of a crapshoot in terms of what pops up and in what condition. But like I said to you before, probably giving the tips away now because I haven't got Onslaught yet. But I searched for Turrican Genesis, not Mega Drive, and that's what I managed to see that one. Told you that before anyway, so those that know will know. But yeah, quite happy to tick that one off. Sort of paid real money if you like, and there's no, I don't think, is it on CX? Can't remember, it might be on CX. But the idea for me was, if I can sell them the other loose cartridge for, like, you know, 20-30 quid, it sort of takes away a bit of the overhead costs for that. So that's how you have to do it. Right. So that is all the the pickups from here, there and everywhere. Now it's time for a bit of this. Yep, bit of sex in the sex shop. Can't beat CX. I don't know if I showed these. It's been a couple of weeks, isn't it? So I don't know. I couldn't have, because I would have put them away. I had that credit built up from a couple of car boots and whatnot. So I've had a bit of a splurge, as you do. It took me a while to piece these together, actually, especially them end two. I just wonder which way to do that. Yeah, we'll do them last. And I've got one PlayStation 1 game which I bought in store. Great price. Excuse. So we'll do the PlayStation game first. So when I was trading the car boot tap, FIFA, that was it. FIFA 18, which was FIFA 17. They took it. So I got £6 for it or something. I think now FIFA 19's out. It's probably worth £1. But I thought, fuck it, I'll stick it in there. I'll go in, and if they reject it, they reject it. But no, it went through. So they probably pay for about half this game here. So as she's done all that, I also said I was going to have a quick look in the cabinet. I've seen this game there. Obviously, see there was sort of damage. I just sort of said, "Well, can I have a look at?" I think it's £15. Pretty sure it's £15. Brought it over, it was complete. The only problem is just the case. So I've kept it in the bash case so you can see. Fucking cases. I've got fucking Barbie's Explorer Adventure that I can swap over for this. At £15, it is a bloody great price. A bit of it's fell in there, actually. So we've got us Eternal Eyes Sunsoft. So this is like it's an RPG, monster hunter growing kind of game. You grow your monsters and your characters. When you see Sunsoft, and generally you're not onto a bad one. But a fucking tome of a manual and a disc. But yeah, it's all there. It just needs a new case, and it's just the front as well. Just the front smashed up, which I think there's a bit of fucking plastic there. Look. Yeah. Why is everything fucking smashing today? But yeah, it's just, I think, look, it's not damaged. That is in perfect condition, nice and flat. So, say sat there. The poor game sat there for a couple of weeks, and I've been just really not had the inclination or the wherewithal to do a video. Yeah, no, actually, it does need a new, because the spine's shattered. So it just needs a new case. £15. Fucking yes, I shall take that off you, fine lady. That's CEX. She didn't stick a BO. I think when people say CEX shops stink, it's because the people fucking in it. It's not the staff. Anyway. Maybe it is, I don't know. Different shops. Another game, obviously. One that I don't know why I never bought it. From when I'm sure it's gone up in price. It might be one of the few Mega Drive games that's gone up. I've got it at loose cart, and I don't know why I always kept putting it off. I think it's because I already had it. A bit like Turrican, I already kind of had it, and I was, oh god, buying it again sort of thing, well, buying it complete anyway. And this paid off. It was a first fucking hit wonder from CEX. £25, obviously paid vouchers. Paid vouchers for all of this, obviously. Yeah, Good Fruit's complete. It's great, so I can't fucking fault it at all. There was a couple on there. I think maybe 8 copies. So it's kind of like at £25. You know, to order 2, it's £50. That's, I mean, you'll get, depending on what you do with it, you might get, you know, if one's fine, you can piece together a decent one, you're going to get your £25 voucher back. But there's other stuff on there, and I'll show you on here, that I wanted to get. So it's kind of like trying to juggle. I thought I'll take a punt on one copy, and it come off all right. And it's come through, it's complete, it's great. And it's Hellfire. Fucking Hellfire, Stu. and I'm guessing there's a resurgence, a surge, a wanton desire for all shooters at the minute on multiple formats, and I think that's why the price of this has gone up. I'm sure it's gone up, you know. I reckon this was 15 quid at one point. I'm convinced I remember seeing it. Yeah, but it's nice, it's all complete. So I've got no fucking issues at all. And it's paid with vouchers, so what was it? Grand scheme of things probably cost me less than a tenner realistically. And I've got the loose cart to move on, which I've done nothing with yet. So yeah, how far? £25. Dig deep, man. Dig deep. Because that's quite a... When was that released? I was not going to say 1990. Yeah, 1991. So quite an early-ish release there. This one took me... I ordered 3 copies of this. So this is, you know... And I know people piss and moan about CEX. And they've got the faults. You know, I'm not going to go over that old fucking ground again. But you have to just play the game. Let me see. So I've ordered 3 copies of these. I ordered 2, and I ordered 1, and then I ordered another 2 because obviously maximum you can have is 2 per order. But again, like Hellfire, I'd limit. I think I only had about did I say 75 quid, wasn't it? So I can't remember how it added up. I might have had a little bit extra over, but I thought if I do a 1-1-1-1-1, I didn't want to double up on any of the games. So when it's come through. I can't remember. I think the insert might have been all right. There was no manual, and the cart was fucked. So I was like, bollocks. So then I think I might have took something back or whatever. So I ordered 2 more, and from the 2, I've managed to make 1 nice one, which is this, and it's Earthworm Jim 2. I think this is about 25 quid as well. Might be 20 quid. It's a Blue Spain from Manscott brand, but yeah, I didn't load loose cart of this. I don't think so. But yeah, this is a nice copy now. One of them I had fucking half the label at the top was just like ripped to fucking smithereens. So yeah, they ain't staying. I mean, I don't expect them to be fucking minty perfect. You know, not after that. To be honest, I don't. You know, if it's a little bit of honest wear and it looks legit and there's a little bit of little bit of rub there and this, that, and the other, it just makes it authentic. But yeah, quite a weighty game given that manual. Yeah, Earthworm Jim, Shiny Entertainment. What's his name? Dave Perry. Not really done much with Earthworm Jim, have they? As an IP, funnily enough. Yeah. So I think it was 20 quid boxed. Always buy boxed. I think that disparity between boxed and mint, I think it's got a bit wider. It used to be quite close. I remember when me and Lewis used to speak about when he was looking at Dreamcast and I was looking at Saturn and stuff like that. You know, it used to be like £2 or £4. You know, that way you could think, well, fuck it, I'll have the mint one and guaranteed. I don't think that's the case with many of them now. But it's definitely not with stuff like what did I buy on the SNES? Castlevania. I mean, fuck me, it's like 3 times the price from a box to a mint. Yeah, buying a few of them SNES games sort of set me back a little bit in terms of Mega Drive CEX buys, but you can't turn down deals like that. Like this game, I had this on the SNES. I have it on the SNES. I only have it at loose cart. Didn't really play it on the Mega Drive. Loved it on the SNES. I thought it was a fantastic idea. Really engaging. Really made you think. And again, it's one of these ones on the Mega Drive where I've seen it on the list. Kept seeing it on the list. I think I've seen it once or twice in CEX, as in online. Never really did anything with it because I think this is about 45 pound. So it's getting to that next upper tier. You know, like you got your £20 games, you got your £10 games, you got your £15 games, you got your £20 games. Then it goes like 25, 30. It was, you know, roughly in £5 increments. And this is like tipping that point up to the 50s. I think it took me 2 copies. So the first one I got, I think what was it? Yeah, the cartridge had writing on it. The insert was okay. It's no manual. And then, so that was the only one they had. They haven't got multiple copies of this. So I thought, oh fuck it, okay, that'll have to do for the minute. And then it probably like a day or 2, or maybe I don't know, a couple of days, maybe a week, and another one come up. I thought, right, just used my own money, like cash, bought that. That had a manual, and the insert was fogged. I think it had like water damage, I can't remember now. But the insides were fine, so the outside obviously took up the brunt of it. So again, I've just upgraded it, and I've made a nice copy, and it is the Lost Vikings. This is a weird case. It's like I don't know if it's a foreign case. I don't know actually. It's definitely PAL, obviously, but can you see it's got like a weird Sega 12 sticker there? So I don't know if this is an Australian one that's come over, but the whole back in the borders and the graphic just different. Obviously, it's not it's non-standard, but that is the way it is. I have put it in it did come in a blue spine case. So yeah, say in great condition. Can't argue with that. For vouchers. So I say that's it, guys. That is it. We're up to date with all the pickups, the grabs, the gets. There's 2 more in the post coming. I mentioned them earlier. Car boots, pretty much done and dusted now. He's been pissing it down all day today. Wouldn't be going tomorrow anyway, because we have Blackpool at the end of the month. And this always happens. You could go for months, then nothing comes up for sale. And as soon as there's an event and I'm trying to save some pennies, there's deals fucking popping up left, right and centre. And the trouble is, I feel like you have to get them while they're going. So yeah, I've done some purchases from fellow tubers, which I should be hopefully be able to pick up. Well, should be able to pick up from Blackpool. So that'd be some quite nice additions there. What else is going on? There's Revival in November. So I'm going to speak for mate Rob when we go to Blackpool, see if he wants to. I'm just thinking, just go on a Saturday for that one, and then there's Donny on the beginning of December. So we'll be standing at that. I've got to get that sorted. I've got to get that the table paid. Word I'm looking for. We're coming back. So Blackpool, 3 weeks today. Well, 3 weeks yesterday, because it'll be the Friday we go up. 27th. So it's been 1 or 2 weeks since the last vid, so I sort of saying to people, anyone's going, let me know, this, that and the other. So there's been a few people who've done videos themselves, sort of saying they're going and whatnot. So I've done a little just jotted some names down. I probably missed people off. I do apologise. If I've missed you off, let me know down below if that bothered. But I think we're looking at probably about, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe 20 odd people-ish, I think, that I've got here. I mean, this is not an exhausted list, and no doubt I've missed someone off. But say names that spring to mind. Some of these are probably just going for the Friday. Some people might be owning it the Saturday, or they'll be all weekend. But no, so Mr. Cojones Deloro, Big Mike Houlihan, without further ado, Retro, Old School Variety Face Pete, another Pete Love on a retro bike. One tip trip Pete. Gareth at the Man Cave, Scott, Glory Hunter, Sean Fagan RS 500. I think his mate Matt, future Matt. I say his mate. I do watch Matt as well, but Matt hadn't made videos for a while, but he's now making a video. Chris Novabug. I know Chris is going. Looks for Chris. Minx, me old mate Minx. Craig, Minx 36. Craig is going. Good to see Craig. Ben Shamuso is going. So Ben's fucking going. Not for us lot. The fucking bastard is going to meet his mate Adam Korolick. Joking. It's good that Ben's going anyway. So obviously Adam and Ben are good mates. Paul, Mr. Bads, good to see Paul. So hopefully there's a deal there's a deal done with Paul, so you better bloody go. Mark Verheer, so the Dutch contingent, Lactabilis Prime and Costard. I don't think there's any Wouter Highlander to this year, which is a shame because I'd say there's quite a lot of us going now. So you won't be ignored, mate. I will talk to you. I would have talked to you if you'd been there. My good mate Lewis and Amanda, they'll be going. So it's Lewis's first proper convention. So it'll be good. That will be, I say, mention future Mat 5. A couple of people that I think are on the fence. Again, this is just, you know, or maybe I don't know, not sure. Gruss, the Northern Tubers. So you might have Lee, you might have Addy Sneaker Freak, Big Daddy C, Matt, Softfunk Retro. I don't know. They're all. I'm guessing that they're. You know, it is. Russ is kind of like I should be going. So we'll see. It'd be good to see them. I say I always have a good laugh with them lads. Absolutely fucking brilliant laugh. Dead dry, but just take the piss. I can sit and I say I've said this before. Just sit and listen to the banter between them. Who else is it? Maybe Craig's here again. It'd be nice to see Craig. I think if Craig comes, it'll be just for the Friday night. To some other people, Kieran, Retro Tech 100. I know he's coming and ahhing. Retro Heads, Gav and Chris. I know that Kieran's up north Newcastle way. So if there's anyone up north Newcastle way that's coming down, even just for the Saturday or maybe the Friday and the Saturday or whatever, get in touch with Kieran at Retro Tech 100 because obviously he's willing to pay some fuel costs and, you know, split the cost up basically. It makes sense, doesn't it? Not heard anything from any of the Southern lads. I'm pretty sure Alex, Retro Dave, Jay, like I say, all these are all just maybes. I don't think they'll come. Jay might come. I think Alex is, you know, he's got things going on in his life at the minute, so I don't think it's a no. Who else might be a maybe? Oh, Gordon Bennett. I've missed people off. I know I have. I'm trying to think, but nothing happens.
What's the matter with you? I'm trying to think, but nothing happens.
So anyway, for them that haven't been, and I think I said this in the other video, we go up to the Friday. If you come on the Friday, we'll all meet up in the Norbreck, and we just basically just chew the fat. You know, if you've got a bag of trades and sales, bring a little bag or big bag or whatever you want to do. You might earn some beer tokens. Honestly, be amazed what people will buy when they're pissed. And or you can give the stuff away like Pete usually does. He just brings back he's had a fucking turntable one year or something. He just gives stuff away. It's just a great crack. You know, it's proper community stuff. No one should get ignored. That's the whole point of it. You just fucking and mingling. And please, if you are a little bit shy or not sure, just fucking come over. Come and say hello to me, and I'll ingratiate you into the fucking madness. But yeah, in terms of the actual event itself, it can be a bit of an anticlimax, to be honest. It's not a market. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. It's not a market. It's not a Comic Con. It's in between. It's a bit like Revival has been to Revival. It should be very much more retro focused. So you've got your arcades, you've got some machines to play, and you've got some vendors. You know, it's not a fucking market though. You're not going to have a hall full of people selling stuff. Maybe half a dozen if you're lucky. But there's always deals to be had, and you can pick up some. And it's a bit of a memento for the day, etc. So yeah, the Friday night, say it generally just sends into fucking absolute chaos and carnage. Saturday, everyone's fucking rough as a badger's arse. Hopefully we manage to recover enough, and then hopefully we'll probably try and go out this Saturday. This time, I think last Saturday. I can't remember what happened the last time I went. Went out for a meal, didn't we? An Italian. That was quite funny though. But yeah, hit it too hard on the Friday night, so I'll say it now, and it'll probably change, but it would just be at the Norbreck, because I'm getting old, and I don't want the gout to flare up like it did at Revival, because that was fucking horrendous. So yeah, try and pace myself, fucking after me, because I'm a greedy bastard. But yeah, so that's general, a very fucking loose, fluid plan that I'll be following anyway. And on the Saturday, oh fucking hell! Just thought, who else is not? Steve, Retro Inland Steve, because I was going to say on the Saturday I'm not going to watch the football with Liverpool play. Fucking Retro Inland Steve, the man, the legend. Because off the back of I knew I'd forget people. Chris, Gadget UK. It'd be good to see Chris because I've talked to Chris quite a bit in terms of like the chat and the comments on his videos. And I think we briefly met one time at Blackpool. I heard his voice. You don't see Chris's face. I heard the voice. The voice. So it'd be really good to actually fucking sit and even just have a 2-minute chat with the guy. So yeah, I don't know who else from the Retro Running crew is a yay, nay, or maybe. I don't know. Not really seen anything from much of them. Like I say, Scott's Game Asylum down south and stuff. I don't know if he's going to get on the fun bus, whatever he calls it, mega fun bus. But I said, yeah, there's a lot of fucking people going, man. A lot more than there was early in the year, anyway. That's enough fucking chit chat. Let me know if I've missed you off and you go in. Let me know down below. I say, hopefully, what we're on now, 3 weeks. Try and get one out at least the week before. That'd be my birthday weekend. Try and do a video then, maybe. And that'll probably be the last push then. There could be a video next week. Don't know. Might get that one of them weird emails like I had last time and sort of said, yeah, come and buy all this fucking wonderful 8-bit micro stuff. You never know. But as it stands, there's nothing in the pipeline. Right, leave it there. Let me know if you're going, or if you're a maybe. And say I can always give you a nod and a shout in the next video. Take it easy, YouTube, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye. Oh, before I go, I forgot to mention the reason why I didn't do the video the last couple of weeks. I have made videos, just not on my channel. We've been attempting, some might say badly and give it up. It's a fucking lost cause. But yeah, we've been doing like a stream on Gareth's channel, Gareth at the Man Cave. Group of us lads taking retro liberties. So you've got Pete, old school, Big Mike Houlihan, Mark Burnout Culture, Danester, myself. We had Lewis on last night, and obviously Gareth. Yeah, I couldn't stream last night for. I couldn't do it, but it's a good laugh. It's just chewing the fat. It's just talking retro, gaming topics, etc., etc. So yeah, I'll put a link down to Gareth's channel because he's got the better broadband, so he tends to host it. It's still in its infancy, and hopefully, and no doubt, it will get better, unless we get kicked off. But definitely check it out. I think we're going to try and stabilise it at maybe once a fortnight, and maybe one of us will drop out like I did last week, and someone will come in, and vice versa. So hopefully, it'll be a good mix of people, good mix of tubers there. But yeah, it's all good fun. We just get pissed and just talk retro and swear a lot. Right, take it easy. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.